So as you guys know, we have been living in our van for almost 2 years. And I can tell you that there's a few things in there that are a little bit questionable. We are in the middle of the big lap of Australia and we've experienced cold weather, hot weather, and a few little bits in between. We're in the lovely state of Tasmania at the moment and we've had an opportunity just to settle down for a couple of days while we get our van serviced. And we're also going to pull everything out of the van, have a good sort of everything and see what little gems we find in there that we haven't seen in 2 years. I really don't know what we're gonna find, guys. So let's get this van ripped out and hopefully we can save you a little bit of money and time of packing your van when you're heading on a huge trip, or if you're just moving into your van. We'll let you know what you do need and what you really don't need. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm really interested to see exactly what we pull out of there. Look, it looks neat and tidy when you go in, but there's so much stuff in those drawers and under those cabinets. But first of all, before we start, guys, can we just look at this view? Look, appreciate where we are. We are actually in the little town of Weymouth. It's such a cute little community up here. There's not really any shops or general stores or anything like that. The closest shop is Bridport, but what a place to get away. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, let's get back into it. All right, how should we actually approach this though?
I think since we have a nice massive deck here, we just get everything out, put it on there. Actually, because we're going to do a big clean out at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a big clean out at the same time. So we get everything there, put it on there, and then we'll sort it into piles of what we use, what we don't use.
Not so great stuff.
Stuff we're going to donate, stuff we're getting rid of, stuff we're keeping.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and then we'll share with you what you might not need to take with you, which you think what people always tell you might need, but you actually don't, or we've never used it. I just pulled out a box of tools that actually weighed 5 kilos and there's a couple of those. I argue that we don't need all of them, but we'll see.
We can pare them down.
I think paring down is a good option.
We can pare down, that's fine.
The man he has an obsession about keeping his van looking nice and white and fresh, but the thing is, we don't pull it out all the time. You probably only need that when we get back to base and we've got all that stuff, right? But anyway. I can't believe I didn't know that was in there. See what I mean, guys? This is what you need to do. Guys, this stuff, gathering dust. Look at it. I didn't think I've even been in there.
This is the dust when we're going to dirt.
I forgot we had that table.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be in a place we can actually get it out.
Oh my word. Oh.
That aircon unit's coming out as well. So it takes up the whole of that box. It looks
spoilers. The aircon's going, guys. Alright guys, apart from the hanging clothes we just took inside, that's what we're looking at.
That's 2/3 of it.
Still
got the front of the cab
the front of the cab we haven't done yet.
I think we'll just do this back
But
first.
this is a little overwhelming. How does all that fit in there?
It's mad, eh?
I don't even know what to do. How do we even tackle it?
What do we even need?
We'll have to figure out what we need before we can let you guys know. Alright, we are going to take the opportunity to insect bomb this van while we've got everything out, because you have to open the drawers and stuff anyway, don't you? So, for those of you who are new, we have had a couple of Huntsmans in here. I want to say a couple, I don't know if it's the same one. Just sitting in there. So I flicked it. I'm not sure it went, I think it went inside that tube. Where does that go, guys? Where does that go? I don't want it crawling on me and then... Oh, I think I see a leg. That is disgusting. Under there. Oh, I want dibs on here, please. That's it. Burn it down. Burn it down. We're getting a new van. We're getting a new van. Where's my phone? Let Tim know that we're going to get a Mercedes 2024 4x4 Sprinter. That's it. We're going tomorrow. See you guys. Have fun with the spider. And of course, you know, you're camping with trees and all that sort of stuff, so you're going to get bugs. So we're going to shut it all in, bomb it while we've got all the stuff out, and we can go through it then. Good plan, good plan.
Just going to make sure all the cupboards are open and that. Actually, that reminds me, while I've got this cupboard open, we've got another sticker from Roaming with Russells. Roaming with Russells.
It's hot here,
they
guys.
sent us a card, a nice little message and that's from Tanya, Emma, Ozzy, Billy and BJ.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much. We're going to stick you on the wall.
Just right before we bomb it.
Yeah. You're going to be bug friendly or unfriendly.
Oh, right in the face. All right, now that is going to take a little bit of time, which gives us time to sort all this out. This may take us the same amount of time as the bombing. We'll come back to you when we've got semi-sorted, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to go for a deep clean. We're going to clean all the drawers out.
Yeah, you don't want to watch that, do you?
And sort out what we do need and what we don't need.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're going to come back to you and show you our innermost secrets.
One eternity later.
All right, it's been a while. And I know it doesn't look like we've done anything here. But I can assure you, we've got piles of stuff in certain places, and
We spread it around.
we've just, it looks like we've just moved everything around and put some stuff on the lawn, but there is a method. So Tim's going to go and put stuff back in the van now, like all this stuff over here. That's all going back in. I don't need to go through all that with you because that is more like your cups and
General stuff.
plates and things that you use on a daily basis. I mean, everyone knows you need those. So I want to go through some stuff with you that we've got in our donation pile first, because these are the things that we thought we definitely need. Turns out we don't. All right, excuse Tim. He's just going to keep the packing going because I can see some clouds. I've got stuff everywhere. So what I'm going to do is go through the top 5 things that we thought we'd need and definitely don't. Bear in mind, guys, we are a van setup. We are not a caravan. And initially when we started van life, we were a little bit scared and we used to book into caravan sites a lot. But what you have to understand is with van life, we take the van everywhere with us. We don't check into a caravan park, leave the van there and go off on our daily trips. So we always had the van with us, which brings us to two items here, or even 3 items that we thought we needed in that respect. Firstly, just hold on a second, Pablo is crying. Yes, you're part of the family, he was locked inside. Let me tether him up, guys. Alright, now the dog's sorted. The first thing is what are these? It's a privacy screen for an awning.
Yeah, it's the sidewall.
Yeah, it's a sidewall to the awning that we've got on our van. Now, this brings me to the fact that we don't use the awning. Hardly ever. The only couple of times we've used it is when it's been scorching hot. But these days, all we do is just park under the shade of a tree. So, the awnings, I don't know if you'd spend like $2,000 on one of these Fiamma awnings, because the times we've used it, it's really not worth it. And definitely don't need a privacy screen because we hardly ever check into caravan sites either. So,
and the awning weighs 35 kilos on the roof, so
yeah.
I'd like to get rid of that extra dead weight.
I think instead of a Fiyama awning on the side, I think maybe go for one of those moonshade ones, or we're thinking of even getting one just on the back. So if you do want that extra shade, you've got a little bit on the back where we do open those doors and we use it a lot more often. So yes, there's the privacy screen.
That's going.
Alright, now I did make a video a while ago about solo van life and how this item would help. It is the trolley. Now I have had this help me in the past when we were checked into caravan sites and the dump point is, you know, 10 or 20 meters away. But I have actually learned to empty that toilet when it gets half full when Tim's not here, and I can carry that. And this kind of weighs a little bit and it's really awkward to store. So there's another thing that I don't think that I'll ever use. So I'm going to donate this one as well. The trolley. And the third thing that is more caravan-y than anything else. You right there with the noise?
Sorry. Putting the van back together.
Is our mat. They say, what do you mean we don't use the mat? Don't we sit outside? Yes, we sit outside, but we sit outside on the grass. We sit on our chairs.
Like a massive 6 metre by 3 metre mat.
We used to have a lot bigger one than this one, and we just don't get this out. We just put our chairs out on the grass or sit under a tree. What I will say is I might be replacing this with a little yoga mat, so it's just a personalised small one that we can sort of fit in the back in the drawers. This one is just a little too bulky for us to carry around. We have stored it in the bathroom area, but spoilers, we may be getting rid of it. This, we don't have anywhere to store it. You don't use it, guys. We take the van everywhere we go and we kind of sit out the back here. No need for that either, surprisingly. Number 4, now this is both for caravanning and van life. We just didn't feel the need for extra bedding. Now this is our spare set that we thought maybe, you know, we'll swap it around, and to be honest guys, you don't really do that. You sort of go into the laundromat, wash all your bedding, then sit there and wait for it to dry like you do all the rest of your clothes, and then you make the bed. So extra bedding, not needed, I don't think, unless you've got kids. I think that's probably necessary, but if it's just the two of you, I don't think you need extra bedding, and it actually weighs quite a bit. This is sitting in our front box there, and it weighed a ton, so no. And the fifth major thing that we found in the build is a hammock. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen all the Instagram photos and all the people on YouTube, the pretty people. They go, oh, this is great. You sit in a nice campsite, you're next to a tree. We've got a hammock hook even on the back of our van from the previous build.
Sucked in, eh?
We thought, that'd be fantastic. We've used it once in 2 years.
Had this image of us finding 2 palm trees on a beach somewhere and, you know, hanging there and just sit.
You're not in shot, babe.
I'm not sure. Oh. Anyway, I have this image of 2 palm trees, hammock there, van parts up the back, you know, all those sort of things.
Yeah.
We used it once.
We used it once, and honestly, to get your van backed up and close to any tree, oh, look, it's a mission. It's a mission. You just got to try and find somewhere flat.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Half the time. And then even if well, yeah, you got the van, which can be one half of the tree. It's finding another tree that's suitable, but sometimes even finding 2 trees is just no problem at all.
No,
nothing at all.
Nothing. Look, if I do find that maybe in the future, no, I won't. Let's be honest. Getting into the hammock is like one thing, but trying to get out of it, I think we're a little bit old for that, guys. We'll leave it to 20-year-olds. No hammock. Probably should empty that toilet before we, you know, started moving it around. Never mind. Alright, now this brings us to the stuff that we definitely couldn't get rid of, and some of the things you probably don't generally think about when you're thinking about van life full time. Let's get into those. Well, the first couple of things are going to be about power, because now even though you're set up and off-grid and you have heaps of solar panels and everything's charging on through your battery, you're going to need a massive power cable. How long is this one? 25. 25. 25 meter cable. We found this really handy. Only just recently actually we had to book into a caravan park and plug in, and it's just nice to know that you've got that option as well as your solar panels and your driving and all that sort of stuff. So definitely a long power lead. One of the major things that you will need, and I probably should have started with this one, is a power bank. I'll show you what we've got. We have a 600 watt all powers. Now it doesn't matter what power station you get, any power station, this is the one that we have. I can't say enough about all powers. It's a little machine, I'll tell you. But if you require anything bigger, all powers also have bigger power stations. They have solar panels. If you need anything from all powers, we have a link below. We'll give you 10% discount. But guys, I would not go anywhere without this thing. Anything can happen out there. If we've run out of power, at least we've got this, even if we're not near a caravan site. So number one, power station. The next item, guys, might be a little bit strange, especially for vanners. I know caravanners have these, but guys, a Sully hose. We didn't think we needed one of these, and they've actually come in handy. Not for just caravan sites, but if you want your grey water to go not right next to your van or right onto your wheels and not pooling somewhere near you. These are really great to divert it to a drainage system or anything like that. Some free campsites allow drainage, but sometimes you're in a little dip or something like that. This can actually divert it down a drainage system, so it's so much better. Consider one of these. I think this is a 10 meter one, is it?
Yes, that was 10.
Yeah, this is an actual 10 meter one. We did have a smaller one, a 5 meter, but we found that one of the campsites we checked into, the drain was a little bit too far away. So 10 meter hose, guys, 10 meter solid hose. All right, this little item I didn't even know I needed until I married a British person and he drank too much tea. We have a jet boil, and can I just say, this has been a lifesaver on our battery. We actually need it today. We're at a house at the minute, just for a couple of days, as you know. But they had a power cut today, and we were like, what are we going to do? We have no coffee or tea. We have a jet boil. It's been so handy, guys. Which brings me to another point too. If you have a electrical setup in your van in regards to cooking, like an induction cooktop or something, I still think it's a good idea to have that second power source, if it's a gas stove or cooking stove or anything like that, because you never know when you're going to run out of battery. And I keep saying that, but it does happen out there, guys, and you don't want to be stuck without it. Jet boil or an alternative gas source for cooking. You know, Pablo, you've been a good boy. How's it going in here?
Slowly. I'm just wiping down all the insides of the cupboards as well as I go in there. So like, it's a bit of a slow process.
It's going to be so nice. Everything's going to be so clean. It's not going to be any clutter. Wow.
Yeah, for the next 2,000 kilometres, and then we'll have another deep clean.
Yeah, unfortunately, the stuff that we are giving away, well, not you, we'll give it away early, but the stuff that we're going to have to sell, we're going to have to hold on to until we get back to our main hub, which is Brisbane. One of my family members is getting married, so we're going back there for the wedding, so that's when we're going to try and sell everything. Anyway, let's get back to this list, eh? Excuse the mess, guys.
Hey, look.
Yes, so the second item. I don't know what we're up to
Next
now.
item.
Next item.
Next item.
I'm sure we'll have numbers come up here somewhere. Is tools for fixing your van. I'll let Tim explain what he's got. I still think he's got too much.
Yeah, I admit I may have a few extras that I need, but I am constantly trying to keep this van in tip-top shape. When it comes to I've got paint and everything, so like I can keep it maintained as it goes on. I've got basic tools in here. I've got electrical tools on here. So I think even if you just have the bare minimum, like screwdrivers, a couple of adjustable spanners or anything like that, a hammer, it'll get you out of trouble in most situations. A pack of fuses as well, it's always good to have. You never know when you're going to blow a fuse. And just having a few spare extra things so that makes life a bit easier, especially if you're a bit handy as well. I would recommend, if you do...
So what would be the top things you reckon?
A decent jack. Definitely this one. This is a 10-ton jack.
Oh, yeah.
I had a 3-ton jack before, and it just kept going every time you used it. This breaker bar is better than trying to use one of those silly little things on the actual wheel nuts. This thing, you can I don't have any trouble undoing the wheel nuts at all, or doing them up. So that's a good idea to have. And yes, I like having a drill and a power screwdriver. That's really handy to have.
Yeah, so they're your top ones. Yep.
Yeah, they're my top things.
Cool. Okay, now some people may ridicule me about this, but especially when Tim's away and I'm doing solo vlogs or I'm going anywhere solo, especially when it's hot, guys, if you've got an animal, a dog pram. I know it may seem a bit much, but if you're carrying lots of items, if I'm trying to film as well, it gets hot, Pablo is heavy. This has saved us so many times. I know Tim said no initially, but I think you've come around now, haven't you?
Look, it's really handy, especially if you're, like you say, we're filming in markets or we're just in busy places where we can't watch him and hold a camera and film at the same time. Because he has this horrible tendency of, like, you're trying to get this perfect shot and he will just charge off and yank the lead just as you get that shot. He's terrible at it.
It also has a tray at the bottom, so we've just dumped all our stuff in there, things we buy, everything. It's just great. I did buy something that I thought may help. I thought maybe we can get rid of the pram, but I'm not there yet and I don't think I will. But I did find this at, it was super cheap. Super cheap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a dog backpack, which I thought was fantastic. It's got a waist strap as well, which makes makes Pablo a lot lighter. And I thought maybe this may replace it. But look, he does get heavy, and this will only be in the cases where we can't actually get the pram in, whether it's cobblestones or anything like that. This will be perfect. The pram will take the cities and stuff like that when it gets hot. So
plus it was on special. Look,
guys, you have to have thick skin because people do look at you, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares what people think, guys? Make your life easier. All this stuff here, guys, is going to be sold, apart from the jet board and all that. Here is going to be sold or donated or, it's just, all that stuff's just sitting in your van, not being used. And I'm sure that if you went through your van, you'd find heaps of stuff as well.
It's like that towel cupboard in your house that's full of towels, just in case.
Yeah, I mean, who needs 12 towels? Just have one towel each, you wash it when you go and do your clothes, and you dry it, and it's fine, guys.
But another thing is, it's us doing this big clean up. It's setting us up for when Munch Fingers on the
I just saw it pop up.
It's just doing this big clean up is that we're getting ready for when we do the rip out. This aircon unit, which is taking up a massive amount of space, is coming out, and we're going to have one on the roof, hopefully.
Yeah, we're not going to. I know we used to have one on the roof before, but
that's an old 240 unit. We need a 12 volt.
We're going to get a 12 volt aircon unit sitting on the roof, so it doesn't take any storage space. We put this one in. It's great. It works. But the thing is, we had to plug in, and we don't plug in hardly ever.
No.
Right? So
it was great when we were permanent in the caravan site for
is anyone locally in Brisbane who's interested in a trimmer? Let us know.
Yep.
We're happy to sell it to you. It
Hardly
works fine.
used.
Hardly used. It works fine. It's just that it's not good for our needs. Yeah. I think this video will go up before we are home. So if anyone's interested, let us know. Also, the thing we're going to take out is a shower.
Yeah, the shower's coming
Now,
out.
look, when we started van life, we thought that. Hang on, let me get in front of the camera. Hold on a second. Yeah, so when we built this van, it came like this. We had it pre-built, and we thought about taking it out there. And we thought, no, we'll need a shower. We want the privacy of going to the toilet and stuff like that. Guys, if you're living in a van with someone, you go to the toilet in front of them. It's not an issue. The shower, we just don't use. The trick with the shower is you think, well, why don't you use it? The trouble is you need lots of water, but you need a fairly big water tank to be able to have 2 showers on a daily or every couple of day basis, and you're just not going to. So if we were going to use the shower, it'd only be from every, say, one full water tank fill up would be a couple of showers, and that's military. Wet yourself down, lather up, wash off, that's it, and then the rest it would last until you were filling up again, probably 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
But look, guys, you just don't use it. Honestly, we have showers at Anytime Fitness. There are heaps and heaps of free showers out there, heaps and heaps of public paid showers out there that are actually really nice. And you've seen us heaps of times going into those showers, and
we just like the space. We want more space, and it's just
I
wasting
think
space.
Space in your van is prime. What you have to think about is, look, what do you do most? If I was to change anything in this van, I would have a permanent desk workstation. Except, you know, we've got this space to work with, so we're going to do the best we can. But you get a good bed. And what do you do for the rest of the time? Do you sit in a lounge? Do you like to read? Do you, sit and do work at a desk? Those are the things you need to prioritise on, not a shower.
Totally agree.
We will have option to have a shower here. We're going to get some sort of portable shower thing. I'm not sure exactly what yet. We're having our eye on something, but we just want to check it out first. But we will have an option to have a shower on board. But yeah, so I hope this has helped you guys.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add to?
No, just when you're planning, either building a van or actually moving into a van, you don't really need all those things that you think you need.
You really don't. As long as you've got a roof over your head, a nice fridge to keep all your fresh food in, and a good bed for your back, I don't think you need much other clothes, obviously. Wow. Yeah. If you're new here, we are living and travelling in our van. At the moment we're doing the lap of Australia, and we're in Tasmania. If you haven't checked out our Tasmanian series, I will put a link here for you. And thank you so much to all of our members. We really do appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. See ya.
Bye.